This is just a personal note. 3 minutes for Ed. Vaquero. The cowboy stands beneath a brick-orange moon. The top of his oblong head is blue. The sheath of his hips is too. In the dark brown night, your delicate cowboy stands quite still. His plain hands are crossed. His wrists are embossed white. In the background night is a house. Has a blue chimney top. Yai, yai, the cowboy's eyes are blue. The top of the sky is too. I read that poem in the autumn of 1960 in a magazine called Between Worlds, edited by Gilbert Nyman, published in Puerto Rico and appropriately Denver. A magazine possibly unique in having the postal addresses of contributors instead of tedious biographical notes. I wrote my appreciation to its author, and Edward Dorn. We corresponded for 4 years before we met in person the day he arrived in England. Jeremy Prynne, whose name should certainly sound in this context, was there too. The Carcanet should publish the collected poetry to their credit, but it shows the sad state of literary publishing in the United States that one of its major modern poets and satirists should be collected outside its borders. Though Dorn has his history here too, with the early Fulcrum editions of his work. Leafing through the book, I was struck by how many lines and phrases were familiar, burned into language memory. Little Eddie Dorn, with his pants all torn, his schoolmates would chant in Illinois, and Ed never forgot his heritage. From On the Dead My Mother Owed to Sears Roebuck, to his elegant, very late poem Tribe. I do not remember any time with Ed that was not punctuated by laughter. His apathetic mind never met an argument it wouldn't engage with, nor a train of inquiry it wouldn't follow to the end. The notations of that mind's journey are sorely missed today, as is the man. I'll end with a poem written almost exactly 46 years ago, to note others sadly absent from this evening. Tom Clark, Ed's longtime friend and correspondent, and Nick Sedgwick of Cambridge and London, the fine golfing correspondent for Rolling Stock. A notation on the evening of November the 27th, 1966. The moon is a rough coin tonight, full but screened by lofty moisture, bright enough to make sure of the addresses on the letters I drop in the red pillar box. Frost is on the streets. A soft winter breeze comes from the North Sea into my nostrils. I am at home here only in my mind. That's what heritage is. Turning the corner, only our windows along the ribbon of road are lit. I know my wife has gone to bed and that the gas is burning, and that my heart and my veins are burning for home. Yet those abrupt times I hear the harsh voice of home, I am shocked, the hair on my neck crawls. This evening we all went to see an old classic film at the Odeon, Magnificent Seven, introducing Horst Buchholz. I've seen it before, and had not got it that a German played a Mexican, of course. An American foreigner is everybody. Navajos play Iroquois. The American myth is only mental. A foreigner is anybody. Theoretically, at least, an Italian could play an Englishman or a London Jew if nobody knew. Tom and Jenny were there, and Nick Sedgwick. Tom remarked on the evidence of the last scene when the Mexican Japanese said, "Vaya con Dios," and Yul said a simple adios. That was philosophical. Then the five of us went home singing frijoles, twirling our umbrellas and walking like wooden-legged men in a file, one foot in the gutter, the other on the sidewalk.